To create pins that go viral. Do you want to create pins that can go viral on Pinterest? I will tell you exactly what you need to do to create a viral pin. My name is Teresa Toledo, Pinterest expert strategist, and I've been creating pins that went viral and that still will go viral for the last 5 years. Let's make it clear. What are viral pins at the moment? What makes a pin be considered viral can be different for each account. Smaller Pinterest accounts will thrive with pins that gain a few thousand views and lower saves and clicks volume, while larger accounts with more followers would consider a pin viral after seeing much higher numbers. Going viral in 2021 and 2022 is much harder than it was back in 2017, 2018. The algorithm has changed and the content competition has increased. For a pin to stand out, you either need more luck or to put in more work. By luck, I mean pinning the right pin at the right time. We see many pins that are not even that great, actually, but they go viral simply because a pinner engaged with it, or the algorithm just liked it, and the domino effect came right after that. Those are really hard to replicate, and they are not the types of viral pins that we're going to be talking about today. Before we dive right in, there are currently two most commonly used pin formats that you should know. Number one, standard pins and idea pins. Standard pins are static images. They can have a link and the pinner can click through them and go to your website. Those are excellent for link clicks, but their distribution happens to be much slower. Idea pins are the latest pin format created by Pinterest. They can be composed of pictures or videos, but they don't get a link. They can have product link stickers and they are getting great views and engagement at the moment. Just they're not clickable. So let's talk about things that you can do right now to create pins that have the highest chance of going viral. And these tips will apply to all pin formats. Number one, pin image creation. To give your pins a chance to hit high numbers from the beginning, make sure to use the best proportions at the moment. Pinterest will take different proportions, but think about it. Pinterest is a vertical platform. 9:3 or 1500 by 1000 pixels is the best. Number two, attractive images. Do not use blurry images. The crispiest the image, the best. Make sure that your pictures are the highest possible definition and they portray what pinners will see when they click on it. If your destination link showcases, for example, crochet cat hats, make sure that the picture shows a cat wearing a hat or something like that. Number three, use a keyword text overlay. The text overlay should tell the pinner what they will find when they click on that pin in a very enticing way. For example, crochet hats that your cat will love to wear, and then have a cat wearing the crochet hat that you are talking about. Optimize your pin images for mobile. Most people search and scroll through their phones. 4 pins are going to be displayed on the screen at a time. Make sure your pin can be easily seen and the text overlay can be read. Side note, if you love script fonts, be cautious when using them. Number one, Pinterest Optic Reader cannot always understand script fonts, and people may not read them right away. They get kind of blurry and fuzzy, and people will just keep scrolling. Size of font also matters. If it is too big, it doesn't look good. But if it is too small or the contrast of colors is not good, people can't see them. If they cannot read, cannot understand, they will not stop and click. 5, make sure it stands out. Your pin will be competing with many other pins, and people scroll fast. You need to make sure that your pins stand out, don't blend in, and they are, thumb stoppers. Keep it classy and tasteful. Pinterest is a place for inspiration and positivity. Do not use clickbait style pictures. Pinners are smart and Pinterest doesn't like them. So if you wanna succeed for the long run, keep it classy and tasteful. Add your logo. It's a great idea to brand your content, not because people will copy your pictures or anything, but because you really want people to recognize your brand. But don't go through extremes. Feel free to test different colors and fonts, even if they're a little off-brand. Now that we got the pin image covered, let's talk about keywords. Remember, Pinterest is a visual search engine. We need to think images and keywords. Keywords are going to be 50% of the equation to create a pin that can go viral. Pinterest is a visual search engine, and Pinterest keywords are pretty much like Pinterest SEO. Make sure to research and find the best keywords for your niche, brands, and products. I do have trainings on keyword research. Take a look. Don't go with trending keywords unless they relate to your content. You don't want keywords just because they're trending if your content has nothing to do with them. The more you specify everything that you are pinning, talking about, the proper image, the proper link, the proper text overlay, keywords, pin titles, pin descriptions, the more you connect, the more you tell a story with everything, the higher the chances of getting seen and going viral. Keywords everywhere. Once you've researched and chosen the best keywords for your brand, use them everywhere. Don't just stack your keywords. Use them in a natural speaking way. Pretty much write sentences as you would. Use them as if you were speaking. Use them to write your profile name, profile description, pin titles, pin descriptions, board names, board descriptions. A lot of times, your account may not be showing up on Pinterest search simply because your profile doesn't have the proper keywords. So go ahead and do that. For idea pins, writing the text overlay using the Pinterest editor is a great way to nudge the algorithm on what keywords this pin should rank for. Make sure your pin text overlay has keywords you want to rank for. Don't forget the text overlay. We want keywords there too. Don't skip keywords when writing your pin titles and descriptions. This is very powerful. The more you use the right keywords on your pin titles and pin descriptions, the faster Pinterest will understand what that pin is about and will distribute it to the right people. Pin your image to the most keyword relevant board to that pin. So don't just pin randomly. When you're gonna pin something, choose the board that's really relevant, really specific with keywords that relate to that pin. There is no perfect time to pin a pin to make it go viral. But since your followers are the first ones who will see your pins, and since engagement matters, try to pin when your followers are most active. That will vary for different accounts and for different audiences, also for different locations. Don't expect for a pin to go viral immediately. Pins can be pinned and have barely any views for a certain period of time until they get picked up by the algorithm or by the audience, and then they just skyrocket. Pins are evergreen and can go viral at any moment. Do not delete old pins unless there is something really wrong with them or the link doesn't exist anymore. I've seen pins going viral months after being pinned originally. Pinning the same pins to multiple boards in your own account will not make it go viral. But a pin that gets saved by many accounts can go viral. This is a master tip now. Encourage your audience to save your pins. Actually, sharing pins that you would like to see having a boost with your audience and asking them to engage and to save on their own Pinterest accounts is a fantastic way to propel a pin organically. Now, if you really want your whole account to go viral, not just your pin, and rank higher on Pinterest searches, don't forget to check my keyword training. Thank you so much. My name is Teresa Toledo. Feel free to check the resources that I have and let me know if there is something that you would like to hear more about.